All right, get ready to groan, everybody, because today we are diving deep into dad jokes.
Fully chuckle.
You know those puns and plays on words that make you cringe and laugh at the same time?
Yeah.
We're going to figure out what makes them tick and why they stick around.
It's funny.
And maybe you'll even pick up a few along the way to try out yourself.
Yeah.
We've got a treasure trove of classic dad jokes to unpack from our listeners, so let's jump right in.
What's so fascinating about dad jokes is that they're more than just silly wordplay.
Oh,
They tap into something, well, deeper, like our shared cultural experiences or even those childhood memories.
really? So it's more than just the pun itself, it's about a shared understanding.
Exactly. Like, take the joke, what's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot. It's funny because we all know what a parrot is and a carrot. And we've probably seen both in cartoons as kids or something. That familiarity is important, I think. The unexpected wordplay combined with that familiarity makes it land.
I'm starting to see how these jokes work, but what about the ones that aren't puns? Like, why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Right.
Where's the shared experience in that?
Well, I think that one plays on at least a basic understanding of atoms.
Yeah.
Right? A little bit of that school A science, I guess you could say. And it's relatable because most people have at least heard of atoms, even if they
Yeah.
don't, really get them. Plus, it uses the double meaning of makeup, which makes it humorous on, well, multiple levels.
Multiple levels of humor. I like that. It's like deciphering a secret code or something.
Chuckle.
Except the code is a cheesy joke. So there's more to these dad jokes than meets the eye.
Yeah, and there's actually a theory in humor called the incongruity resolution theory.
Okay.
Basically, it says that we find things funny when we experience a shift, an unexpected one, from something logical to something totally not.
Yeah.
And dad jokes, they're like the masters of this.
Yeah.
They set up an expectation and then, bam, hit you with a pun or a totally silly twist. It's like our brains get a little kick out of figuring it out,
Yeah.
even if it is a silly joke.
It's true. There's something satisfying about getting the joke,
Right.
even when it makes you groan a little.
Yeah.
And speaking of groaners,
Late chuckle.
I've noticed that a lot of these jokes use everyday situations or objects, but with a twist.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me.
Okay, yeah. That's a great example of how they take something relatable,
Right.
like growing a beard,
Yeah.
and they use wordplay to make it funny, right? The humor's coming from that double meaning, grew on me.
Yeah.
It works on a literal level and a figurative level, and that unexpected connection, that's the magic.
It's true. It makes you wonder, are dads secretly linguistic geniuses?
Maybe,
Mm.
but honestly, they often operate on this fine line between cleverness and absurdity.
Right.
They're not trying to be highbrow or anything.
Yeah.
It's just a playful way to look at, language in everyday life.
And that's what makes them so endearing, right? It's like giving you a wink with their words.
Yeah.
This reminds me, my dad once told me, I want to name my puppies Rolex and Timex so I can have watchdogs.
Classic. I know, right? That's a perfect example. That instant groan, followed by a chuckle. You can't help it. It's just absurd,
You really can't.
especially when it comes from someone you care about.
Exactly. It's like
Right.
a secret language of silliness that brings people closer.
I like that.
And plus, even if the joke itself isn't that funny,
Right.
the fact that they went out of their way to tell you a joke,
Yeah.
even a cheesy one,
Yeah.
it makes you feel connected.
Absolutely. There's definitely a social element to humor that we can't ignore.
For sure.
Shared laughter, even if it's provoked by a corny pun, releases endorphins, which have mood-boosting effects.
Oh, yeah.
So dad jokes are actually good for you.
So they're like little doses of happiness disguised as cheesy puns. I like that. But it's more than just those good chemicals, right?
Right. It's definitely about that shared understanding and connection,
Yeah.
When you tell a dad joke, you're not really going for, like, uproarious laughter, are you?
No.
You're kind of aiming for that knowing groan, like oh, Dad, you got me again sort of thing.
It's true. It's like a secret handshake or something.
Yeah.
Only for those who get it,
Exactly.
But why do you think these jokes are so connected to dads specifically?
That's interesting. It could be that dads, in their role as caregivers,
Yeah,
often use humor to connect with their kids,
I see.
to lighten the mood, or even to slip in some wisdom,
Right.
however silly it might seem at the time.
Like a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down, right?
Exactly. And don't forget, humor is subjective.
Oh, yeah, totally.
What one person finds funny, another might find, well, unbearable.
Right.
But dad jokes, they kind of, I don't know, They have this innocence, this earnestness to them that I think helps them work.
Yeah, I get that. They disarm you with how straightforward they are. It's like, okay, that was terrible, but I can't help but smile.
Right. They catch you off guard, make you rethink what's funny.
I think so.
They remind us not to take ourselves too seriously.
It's like a mental vacation from everything.
Exactly.
A little reminder that it's okay to be silly, laugh at the little things.
And you know what? In a world that often feels, well, chaotic and unpredictable, there's something kind of nice about the predictability of a good dad joke.
Oh, absolutely.
You know exactly what's coming. A pun, a silly observation, a moment to laugh together.
It's like a warm hug for your funny bone.
Exactly. So next time you hear a dad joke, embrace a groan, enjoy the cheesiness, and hey, maybe even try telling one yourself.
You never know, you might just discover your inner comedian. And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of dad jokes. We hope you've enjoyed this pun-tastic journey as much as we have. And remember, life is too short to be serious all the time.
That's right.
So go forth and spread a little laughter, one cheesy joke at a time.